Once upon a time, in a village nestled high in the mountains, there lived an elderly man named Tenzin. Known as the Elder of the Mountain, Tenzin was revered for his wisdom, gained through a lifetime of experiences. His presence was like a beacon, guiding villagers through the complexities of life. Today, we bring you the tale of Tenzin and a young man named Kavi, whose journey of self-discovery unfolds against the backdrop of a changing world. The village of Nandapur was isolated, surrounded by towering peaks that cradled it in a protective embrace. For generations, the people of Nandapur had lived a simple, traditional life, relying on the fertile mountain soil for sustenance. But change was on the horizon. In this village lived a young man named Kavi, part of a long line of traditional farmers. Kavi's family had tilled the mountainous soil for generations, relying on the ancient rhythms of nature for their livelihood. However, the winds of change were blowing through Nandapur. Kavi faced a dilemma that tugged at his heart. The world outside the village was evolving rapidly, offering new opportunities and a different way of life. Climate change and unpredictable weather patterns made traditional farming increasingly challenging. Kavi stood at a crossroads, torn between his duty to his family's legacy and the allure of a more modern existence. It was in this moment of confusion that Kavi decided to seek the wisdom of Tenzin, the Elder of the Mountain. Tenzin, with his weathered face and kind eyes, was known for his ability to navigate the complexities of life. Kavi found himself climbing the winding path to Tenzin's humble abode. Tenzin welcomed Kavi into his small dwelling, and as they sat by the crackling fire, Kavi poured out his heart. He spoke of the struggles within him, torn between preserving tradition and embracing change. Tenzin listened patiently, his eyes reflecting a lifetime of understanding. Tenzin, sensing the weight of Kavi's dilemma, proposed a journey through the mountains. They would walk the ancient trails that Tenzin himself had traversed in his youth. And so, the next morning, they set out, the air crisp with anticipation. As they walked, Tenzin shared stories from his past, tales of overcoming challenges, making difficult choices, and finding lessons in the unyielding beauty of the natural world. Kavi listened intently, the stories becoming a mirror reflecting his own struggles. After days of hiking, they reached a sacred spot overlooking the valley, a place where the mountains seemed to touch the sky, and the world below stretched out like a canvas. Tenzin motioned for Kavi to sit beside him. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Tenzin spoke, "Change is the only constant, my child. Just as the seasons transform the landscape, so must we adapt to the shifts in our lives." Kavi sat in silence, absorbing Tenzin's words. It wasn't about abandoning tradition or blindly embracing modernity, it was about finding balance amidst change. The mountain ecosystem, with its timeless wisdom, thrived in equilibrium, and so could Kavi. With newfound clarity, Kavi and Tenzin descended from the sacred spot and returned to the village. Kavi's mind buzzed with ideas that could bridge the gap between tradition and modernity. He began experimenting with sustainable farming practices that incorporated the timeless wisdom of his ancestors with a modern, innovative twist. The village elders were initially skeptical of Kavi's experiments. Tradition ran deep, and change was often met with resistance. However, as the seasons passed, the crops flourished and the community thrived. Kavi had become a bridge between the old and the new, proving that adaptation could coexist with tradition. Years rolled by, and the village underwent a transformation. Tenzin continued his daily ritual on the mountain, but now, Covey, with a touch of gray in his hair, took up the responsibility of sharing the timeless wisdom with the next generation. The teachings of the Elder of the Mountain lived on, a testament to the enduring power of a wise man's insights in the face of life's complexities and change. And so, dear listeners, the tale of Tenzin and Covey comes to an end, a tale of wisdom, change, and the delicate dance between tradition and progress. As we reflect on their journey, may we find inspiration in the mountains of Nandapur, where the echoes of Tenzin's wisdom continue to resonate through the generations.